Hello and good morning, students. I welcome you all to the online teaching session of Civics of class 7th. Well, today we are going to continue with chapter 1st of Civics, that is Introduction to our Constitution. In my previous online session, we had discussed all about Constitution. The concept Constitution is very broad, and at the same time it is very important as far as the administration of our country is concerned, right? Today in this online session we are going to discuss in detail about provisions in the constitution, and the next topic, that is necessity of a constitution. There are two different topics which we are supposed to study in today's online session, right? So let us look at provisions. It is very important for you all to know what is provision. Provisions means there are some, conditions, preparations before we set something, right? Before we give something, there are so many important provisions which we are supposed to give to the givers. And here, as far as the importance of constitution is concerned, provisions may play a very decisive, important role. In Marathi, it is called tartudi. Preparations, you can say in English, which are really very important, right? As far as the importance of constitution is concerned. If you look at page number 63, second column, right? Second paragraph, provisions in the constitution, which we are going to discuss today. The provisions in the constitution are about different things which I have written over here on blackboard. These all are the important provisions as far as the constitution is concerned. Let us look at citizenship, the rights of citizen, the relationship between citizens and the state, subjects of the laws to be made by the governments, elections, restrictions on government jurisdiction of the state. These all are the important provisions, conditions, the things which we have to prepare before we set all those things, before we introduce, right? So these all are the important provisions, conditions, or preparations as far as the constitution is concerned. Almost all countries have accepted the principle of governance according a constitution. Each and every country in the world may work as per these all important provisions which are mentioned there in the constitution. Okay, so these provisions are really very important for any country in the world as far as the administration of that particular country is concerned. Yet the nature of the constitutions of different countries is different, but even then the nature or the way the constitution formed of each and every country in the world is absolutely different. If we study, if we look at into that matter, then eventually we come to know that the constitution of the constitution of each and every country is obviously different. If you look at the constitution of India, then of course we come to know that it is totally different. Therefore the role of those all provisions is very important in constitution. That is what which we are discussing here. There are differences of history, social structures, culture, traditions, etc. between the countries. We find those diversities. As you all know, India is known for its diversity. We find differences in our culture, geographical conditions, and many more things, traditions, social structures, etc. Similarly, their needs and objectives also might be different, and at the same time, our needs, our demands, and objectives too are different. Each country tries to create a constitution that is not only suited to its needs and objectives but also in the tune with its distinct nature, and therefore each and every country in the world, suppose take example of India may form its constitution which is totally suitable for its people, for the welfare of its people, and therefore the constitution of India is world famous constitution. It is the largest constitution of the world, which is famous for its different types of principles, rules and regulations and provisions which we have discussed, which we are discussing. If you look at page number 63, before we turn next page, here let's find out, these are different questions based on the same topic which you have to do on your own and find out the answers of these different questions. Now let us turn the page. Come on, next page. Do you know, again here there are some important facts related to the same topic, that is introduction to our constitution, which you may read from the textbook. Okay, let us come to next very important topic, that is necessity of constitution. Necessity means need. As I have mentioned in the beginning, we need constitution as far as the smooth running of our administration is concerned. We need constitution in our day-to-day life. Without our constitution, the administration of our country won't be possible. Therefore we need, there is necessity of constitution, right? So that is what which we are going to study in this topic, that is necessity of constitution. There are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provisions included in a constitution. There are various advantages, disadvantages we can say, of governing a country with the help of rules of provisions. Constitution may have its advantages as well as disadvantages, but we have to just think on its advantages, the benefits of constitution as far as the betterment of our people is concerned, right? And that is the main topic of this, what you call, necessity of a constitution, which we are going to study. Here if you look at the very first important factor, government has to function within a set of rules, whichever the rules are mentioned, right, in the constitution. Government has to function according to those rules, so that the government or the administration of the country can function smoothly. It can be function smoothly only when the government functions within a set of rules which are mentioned, which are set there in the constitution. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. This definitely help to misuse. Misuse means to reduce, you can say, the power and authority, right? Therefore government has to function within a set of rules which are given there in the constitution, so that the administration of the country can work smoothly in a better way, right? Second, a constitution includes the rights and freedoms of the citizens. Of course, it is very important. In the constitution you will have rights and the freedoms of its people. So we must all the way help to maintain its originality. We must not harm our constitution, as it is very important as far as our life is concerned. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded. Constitution is the only document where our rights and freedoms can be safeguarded. Safeguarded here it means can be protected. Therefore we must all the way help to protect our constitution. Therefore there is a need of constitution in our day-to-day life. Then the third one, Running a country as per the provisions of the constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. Then there is no scope for the misuse of power or high handed administration. If we run our government as per the rules which are mentioned there in the constitution, as I have mentioned, then there is no use of, you know, wasting time. There is, reduction in the misuse of the rights or the freedoms which are mentioned there in the constitution. We may use it very properly, carefully, as it is mentioned. Then there is no scope for the misuse of power. There is no scope, importance given for misuse of power. People will definitely, use their power in a proper way that will in the end help to maintain the originality of the constitution, and therefore there is necessity of a constitution in our life. Then the fourth one, if a country is run as per the constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government increases. If country, for example, India, let us take example of India, run as per the constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government can increases, and that is what is happening in India. Our constitution is the world's largest constitution where people can show their faith, and therefore the importance of constitution is increasing rapidly in the world, and therefore India's constitution is known as the world famous constitution. Therefore we need constitution in our day to day life. They then become keen on participating in the activities of the government. Democracy is strengthened due to increased participation of the people, and the democracy of our country becomes more and more stronger only when the people participate in its government. And India is the only country where we see more and more participation of its people, which definitely help to make its democracy more and more stronger, more and more powerful. It helps only when there is a strong constitution, and India has its strong written, largest written document. This is none other than its constitution, where the people can, find themselves very lucky. Okay, they protect themselves under constitution, which definitely in the end make its democracy more and more powerful, or you can say strong. Then the second last, constitution presents some political ideals before the country. The nation is also bound to act in that direction. It creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. In the end, if we have strong, constitution, then it helps to bring peace and, harmony. People may find themselves quite, happier if it has a strong constitution. Naturally there comes peace and harmony. People may find themselves quite happier, and ultimately we find peace in the country. And India is the best example where you will find all those important things, right? Where the faith of common people definitely is there on its constitution. Let us go to the last important, factor which is necessary for constitution, and you can see this in textbook page number 64, second column. Since the constitution also includes the list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of the citizens as well. We are the responsible citizens. We safeguard our own rights and, our own freedom. Indirectly, it helps we must show our responsibility as being the true citizen of our country. We must preserve our own constitution as it is the world's largest constitution. That is what which we have discussed in the necessity of a constitution. In the end, I must say that constitution should be there in each and every country, right? And India is the best example where we have world's famous constitution which safeguards all its citizens rights, okay, and its freedom. Therefore we must have constitution in our day to day life. That is what which we have discussed in this online session. In next online session we shall discuss what is administration in detail. Till then, you keep reading, keep watching my videos, keep studying. Thank you very much. Have a good day.